Previously on Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations.
This court would like to see this decisive proof you have. Quickly!
Sure. Of course. Decisive evidence. I absolutely have that somewhere. What's the big rush? The sacred urn! Nick, it's the urn! It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Long Nose Ace Defective Luke at me.
You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Master Mask! I hope you all enjoyed my little performance.
Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime.
The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty.
Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered.
You don't, Shazbot.
Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again. This time, the charge is much more serious. This time, you'll be tried for murder. Hello, I'm Unca Crunk. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Now we have to prove that Ron Delight did not murder Kane Bullard. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose, I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. How about we get started looking into the KB security murder? I think I'm gonna head back to Korean Village for a little while if that's all right. Sure, but why? I'm gonna bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with. No, Mystic Maya. Oh, wait. No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together full of love and happiness. Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy she forgot there's a murder to solve. Now remember, no fighting, okay? She's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. So, what do we do now? Isn't it obvious we should get out there and investigate the murder? Well, first, we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Hey, why don't we ask Ms. Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy. Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own from Mr. Delight. Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center too. You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh? You bet. But there's something a little different about it. Right? Don't blame me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Amy, like it always used to. Well, what? I did not notice that. It's put back together properly. Did Ms. Andrews do that? Oh yeah, you're right. Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. Yeah, I guess that's from where the paint got spilled all over the box that it was in. Good job on that box. It's clearly not paint proof.
I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Amy's name into I Am. That repairer was one mechanically unskilled little pearls. But still, don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearls will find out once she gets back to Korean Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Korean Village in a long time. So, I guess people still go to Korean Village to do their training, right? Yep. If you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training, like standing under a waterfall, or, you know, if you can bribe the right people, having an entire squad of very large, very muscular, very handsome firemen blast you with a fire hose for half an hour. Maya! Maya! Whoa, sorry, what? Why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Yeah, I'm not allowed at the fire department anymore. Okay. Lately, I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. A channeling dojo? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen. Oh, yeah, that. Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Korean technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. Except that's not what happened, Phoenix. Not even close. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. Bang. That murder. It wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? You didn't even have a chance to channel anybody. One, the person you were trying to channel wasn't dead. And two, your aunt drugged you and knocked your ass out before you had a chance to channel anybody. I suppose, but still. I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. Yeah, sounds like being the master of Korean is going to be a heavy responsibility. Well, you know what they say, with great when you accept great responsibility, you gain great power. That's not how that saying goes. I saw it in a movie somewhere. All right, let's go. Right, we need to talk to, Desiree. October 13th, Master Mask's hideout. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya. Ms. Delight. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case overall, didn't it? Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy. Please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Quite frankly, I don't think he'd be capable of hurting a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Ms. Delight had such a vulnerable side. Alright, talk. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. He runs away from roaches, for crying out loud. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper to him. Wait, what? Citation needed. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die! Step, 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 step. Please die! Step." He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you it's just a fantasy for him. Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. I mean, look at this place. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief, ha! The very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Huh? Get what? I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. I mean, they are both very pretty people. That kind of goes a long way. At least, you know, until you hit a certain age. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, isn't it? I mean, look at his face. Oh, it's gorgeous. It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? I mean, okay, yes, he's pretty, but still. So, was it really love at first sight when you met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Wait, what? Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. You? Yeah, well, I know I would if I was in that situation, but you? Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running in to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. "Please stop it!" he screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. Yeah, that high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Okay, that I can see. Wow, that is such a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. Sniff, sniff. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Maybe. If only Edgeworth would... never mind. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. You were taken hostage. Like, not that long ago. I mean, yes, granted, I did. And I saved you, sort of, in a way, in my own way. In my own lawyerly, not actually getting my hands dirty way. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-too-distant future. Gulp. Alright, I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. I By the way, why did you go to Detective Atney's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously, the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? And Detective Atney knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then, you went there to ask him some questions? That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his hideout. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who tried to pin a crime on someone else. Miss Delight, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. Oh, so she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard yesterday, today. Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. Wait, he never said quit. Anyway, he doesn't work there anymore. Yeah, it looks like Miss Delight doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Yes, but you can't split lanes in a car, but you can on a motorcycle. Besides, I have to admit that I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. And to make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? Lady, your husband is in jail right now. I am not riding pillion behind you on that. I didn't. No, I'll pass. Thanks. Why don't you just tell me where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Ms. Delight just told us the location of KB Security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. All right, but first, I want to go talk to, Ron. Oh, he's not here, is he? Oh, he is here. I already told you, it's not me. A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence. That sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. And we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right. The guard over there looks a bit on edge too. Yeah, come on. We'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick. All right, well, let's go to KB Security. October 13th, KB Security CEO's office. So, I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What has that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. The day was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us. Chill. I feel for you guys. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like... Oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Ho, 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 ho. Or something to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits.
Anyway. The point is I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
Wow. I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. So,
Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay. But the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now. We need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
So yeah, the victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 a.m. this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 o'clock in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. It happened at exactly the same time that Master Mask was stealing the urn, huh? Okay, time of death, 10:12 at 1 a.m. caused cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head.
So why did it take almost an entire day to discover his body?
Yeah, there's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe over there.
Damn, really?
Well, I mean, it is pretty big. Nobody heard from him, so when they opened the safe this morning, out he came.
Ow, so the body fell out.
Oh, that white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard.
Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right.
So, what happened to Master Mask?
He's at the detention seat screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! Keeps yelling.
Oh, no, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right?
Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved.
Now that's the detective I know and love. Mwah.
You're embarrassing me over here. But hey, think about it. Atme was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just know he was the thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tia of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Yeah, I saved a newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
Stolen! The gem and the thief.
Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? Is that Ron? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it... Okay, I want to look at that right now.
Oh, come on. That's all I'm gonna get? Ah. Ooh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. We used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight.
Yeah, I think he did that. I think he did it that way just because he knew it'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. And look at the size of this thing. It's got to be right, you know, enough at a time, right? So, who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway? Prosecutor Godot? He's quite an enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office, came out of nowhere. That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway, but no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that give me goosebumps. Iceman, maverick, goose. Get it? Goosebumps? You? Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me, they all just turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular. No, that's not what I meant. I mean, yeah, I am. Very lonely person, but, I got my Dakimakura and, anyway. That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Okay, let's poke around. Ew, think about it. A dead guy was laying in here all night. Yeah, oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right? Yeah, and so? Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Yeah, guess so. I got some bad news for you, pal. You ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal. Yeah, and everyone that knows how to open this safe had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron DeLight. Oh, security chief. Okay. What? Ron DeLight. He was the security chief? Ron? So he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah. Sorry for ringing on your parade, pal. This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was open? I don't think so. So, you mean... Yeah, I think this string shows where and how the corpse was lying. You mean... The victim, he was killed by being crushed by the safe door? She can't be serious. Can she? I doubt it. You? This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out just for a sec. Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. Layoffs for everybody. The investors will love this. Hey, you. Whip me up a cup of really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. But you just fired me. Oh, sorry. No, I'm not. Do it before you leave. Or you won't get a good reference. This is the life. The victim said in that chair just before he was brutally murdered, you know. Ah! Ooh, there's a button here. Let's see. Buttons aren't toys, Maya! Hey, cut it out, don't press that! That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. Duh. It says right there on the panel. Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here.
Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime. Ooh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Damn. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. Think we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Let me guess, it's Larry. These look like some kind of bookshelf, rolling cabinet hybrid thingies.
Get in between these two shelves.
Don't strain yourself trying. Looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files.
Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle.
It'd be a good, nice reading if you got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something. What?
Hey, check out this big, thick binder here.
Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick.
Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work. Just a little hard on the eyes.
What did you find out, Nick?
This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Master Mask. It's filled with info on him.
What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes.
Hey, Nick, look at the last page.
It's a list. Let's see. Here of Ammonon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Master Mask stole.
So then, $100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know. That number seems kinda low to me. Maybe insurance? Or ransom? I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. Ooh, ransom sounds likely. Games list added. Found. I want to say. Okay. Anything else?
Wow, look at that huge framed photo.
Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky.
There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. But this is it? This was his best sunrise?
Either this guy didn't get out enough or he had really rotten luck with the weather.
Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days.
Maybe he was a rain god. Okay. I guess that's everything. You got anything else? Nope. All right, let's go downstairs and talk to probably Larry. Wow. This is really something else.
Our security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure.
I mean, we walked right in, didn't we? KB security guard. Oh, uh-oh. I just remembered. Larry might be...
Hey, Nick, what's up?
So he is here.
Yo, how's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little Maya with you, too. Hi, Larry. Here I was working my fingers to the bone. And in walks an angel. I got no problems with a daytime date. It's all good.
No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case.
Huh? Oh, yeah. That's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya.
But Nick here, it's a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were all school buddies.
So, that was then and this is now. Oh my Gideon, stop! Pete Pervin on the 19-year-old. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free. He wants a bribe? Thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest. Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info? Hey, I like that. This kitten's got some claws. Okay, so you really want to know? Yes. So tell me. Okay, but the thing is, Ron Delight was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Ron Delight was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Like maybe skipping out of work to pick up hot chicks or something. No, that's just you. So, what is it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by all right, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors all the time. Monitors? Yeah, there are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Oh. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? What do you say that? It's just a part-time job for me and I can't operate the equipment and I'm dumb. No argument. But even if it is part-time and you're dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. It's not fair, Nick. Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right? Oh, come on. I knew I smelled something bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like you always say, that was then and this is now, okay? Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to break his Cyclops after all. Ah! Okay, I want to examine first. Wow, take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they? Did you say, Hey, man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just, some kind of decoration or something. Oh, boy. How did this guy ever get a job here anyway? Hey, Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it? That's right. Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever? Sure. I was told to never, ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible will happen if you do. Got it, Greenhorn? So why you hang your jacket on such an important lever? Because it got me curious. If the jacket's weight pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you just want to know what'll happen, huh? It's true. It's killing me too. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, but for a different reason. Something is written on this poster in fine print. A guard's 5 commandments. Oh, wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command. It's signed, oh God, Wendy Oldbag, head supervisor.
She's one tough old bird. Let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with her real genuine ray gun.
Yeah, sounds scary, all right.
Well, fortunately, she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now.
Oh, thank goodness.
That's my partner's seat.
Your partner?
Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady.
There's tea spilled all over that machine, you know.
Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
Full screen air show what's going on all over the building, everywhere. It's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all of them.
I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you. Can you watch regular TV on these too? If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry.
Hey, Maya, I'm a pro, okay?
Besides, you can't get regular TV on it. And how do you know that, Larry?
Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. Oh, I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation, all right?
Yeah, right. Speaking of chocolate milk. No? Oh, wait.
That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? I keep a steady eye on the monitors and use that mic for communicating.
Look at all this equipment. It must be hard to operate.
Ah, no biggie. I think there's an instruction manual somewhere in this room.
Somewhere? Instruction manual? What are you going to do in an emergency?
Well, I guess I'd start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would calmly look for her reading glasses. That's what us security professionals call teamwork.
Even Maya and Pearls could run this place better.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? That was blue text, Maya. You're reading my mind again, aren't you?
Well, duh. Oh, I got an achievement. Smells like old bag. Okay. Wait, what? What am I doing? Oh, right. Okay. Cyclock.
The night of crime.
On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to do? Or just barely working like you usually do?
Well, what, huh? Of course I was working hard. Why wouldn't I be?
But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Delight?
But that would... And...
Is there any chance you snuck out of work last night too?
Never! I didn't sneak out. I'll tell you what, I'll even bet you $1.
$1. Wow, now that's confidence.
What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain?
Oh, the evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is... this wallet. You know about this, right, Larry?
I've never seen it before.
Liar! You hand-delivered this wallet to Ms. Delight just yesterday.
Hey, give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens.
Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet?
I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning on the first floor of our company building.
1 o'clock in the morning. That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office.
Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about.
What's that?
My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then.
What do you mean by that?
If the murderer snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine.
Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Oh, right, the key card. Right. Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record?
Yeah, it does. Well, I can't show the record to just anyone, you know.
That keycard data was already made public in the trial today.
What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me.
Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder.
No way! Reals?
Yes, for reals. Someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time.
Yeah, no.
It's like I always say, if you accept responsibility, you'll gain great power. That's not how that line goes, Maya! But I saw it in a movie. Unlock successful. Yay. All right.
Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault.
Larry.
There was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man.
What happened that night anyway?
My Donna happened.
What? Huh? Your Donna? My Donna? Ma Donna? I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, my Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her.
Who was?
Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right into kiss her. Normally, I'm the one that does the punching. Is it right, Maya?
What? Yeah, sure, I suppose. What? So is that why you left the security guard office?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make it up for it, Nick? What can I do? What?
He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby.
Oh boy. Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything, just name it. I'll do whatever I have to do to make up for it. I swear I will.
Larry. Hey, Nick. As long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we got? Oh, yeah. She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him.
Nick!
Hang on. About this buzzer thingy. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right?
That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya.
Never gonna happen, Larry.
Oh. Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am.
Wow. That was pretty good.
Thanks. I'll try. I try. Whatever.
Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now?
Yes, please. Please tell us.
Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be vowed.
What?
Wait, no, that's wrong. Prepare to be cowed. No, prepare to be wowed.
Oh, okay. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Accidentally? Yeah, I heard it, so that was you, huh?
You're a security guard, aren't you?
Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the third floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it'd be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective there, right? I just didn't think it was necessary.
It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night?
Tja, there must be a record, right?
Oh, wait, no. There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right?
Of course I did. I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either.
Do you think you could take just one more look for me? Pretty please?
Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya.
It's still not gonna happen, Larry. So, what do you think, Nick? Yeah, he's probably right. I don't think even Larry could.
Whoa!
What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake.
Huh? But how?
It can't be. It's impossible.
Okay, enough already. What about the records?
That night, it went off just once in the morning at around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened.
Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be.
The buzzer went off once at 1:02 a.m. on October 12th in the CEO's office. Man, this looks bad. All right, well, crap, now what? I guess we need to probably go back to Lordly Taylor's or whatever, the department store. But we'll do that in the next episode. To the outro! Okay, so Kane Bullard was bludgeoned to death in his own office, possibly with his own safe. Also, it seems he might have been involved with the real Mask to Mask, ransoming the stolen items. For example, the Tears of Esmeralda, or whatever it is, for $100,000. Significantly less than the jewel is actually worth, apparently. And then there's the newspaper with, wait, hang on. Editor Unca, leave that first bit in, but that might be wrong. If the treasures were being held for ransom, wouldn't they either have been recovered, or at least one of the victims would have contacted the authorities? What if that's what Kane Bullard paid someone to steal the The items. Yeah, okay. If Bullard was paying a costume thief to steal for him, probably from companies he was, doing the security for, well, I mean, why couldn't he be paying two people? So maybe Ron isn't the Master Mask, but a Master Mask. Okay, so I was going to say something about the newspaper article with Ron and Atme in it, meaning that Ron was a witness and that's why he was fired, but the timeline doesn't quite line up, does it? Ron was fired a year ago, but the theft started 6 months ago. Okay, back to the script. As for the actual murder, which at this point is actually the least important, the least interesting part of this case for me, I think Desiree probably did it. She certainly had the opportunity to lift Ron's wallet and could have used it to gain access to Bullard. The only problem with that is her getting taken in by the police for speeding. We need a solid timeline on that before, we can move forward on that. But yeah, I guess we'll figure that out eventually. In the meantime, up here is a playlist of my Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair playthrough, and down here is a video that YouTube recommends. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!